Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Baldur's Gate 3 with our most honourable playthrough with Moven Gerger Jones and crew, where today is an exciting day as we get to speak to Flaming Fist.
Aylin!
Or maybe not.
Isabel!
It's the girls.
My love! You were dead. I saw your body.
She got better.
I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo. I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead. His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him.
And then you stomped
But
on his
for
skull.
all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right? I will be. And you? In this moment, I want for nothing.
Isn't that sweet?
Ah, there you are. This is Aylin. Aylin, this is... Oh, but we have met.
Don't call me a
This
hoe.
is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father. May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew, and we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later?
You'd be most welcome.
We look forward to it. Now you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words. Aylin! We'll see you later.
Yeah, you go ahead and bang, friends.
You'd make a fine fist.
Blimey. That was worth waiting for.
Moving in.
I guess Withers is about the only person we really need to chat to. Oh, wait a minute. There's friend Art there, if the camera would play nice.
When Duke Elton formed the Flaming Fist, he sought out people of courage and honor to fill its ranks.
Why are you still so sweaty?
You saved Daniel, lifted the curse, and killed an immortal. It's safe to say you'd have been recruited in an instant.
How did you get here, Art?
A Flaming Fist? A novice, actually. She dropped everything to make sure I made it here safe. I heard about Duke Ravengard's capture. If his soldiers are anything to go by, he is a man to admire and respect.
He's alright.
I hope you can save him. For the good of Baldur's Gate.
And what about you?
When this land fell to the curse, I should have gone with it. Thaniel is the only reason I survived. It's only fair I stay here and wait for him to awaken.
Then I wish you luck. Thank you for your help, Art.
You too, my friend. Thank you. From Thaniel and I.
And now we can chat to Bone Friend.
In the curse.
Thy hunger denied. Soluna's faithful yet shines. The balance shifts. Thou hast seen with thine own eyes and felt in thine urges. The dead three unite. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls?
I'm going to say no. I believe they are soulless.
Correct.
Woo!
Yet, The three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, O tempted one? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
You seem to know a lot about the Dead Three.
Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished as one and as three. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder.
If this is your fault, Withers, we're going to have words later. Now, I suppose we're free to go at this point. We could chat to some Thief friends. Don't need to. But we'll say hello to Alfira at least.
You're here. Good. That's good.
You alright?
Me? Oh, I'm fine. I'm just worried about the kids. Morla's still missing, and they haven't taken it too well. I've been trying to cheer them up. We're writing a song together. But I think they're just humoring me.
Probably. They are clever. Writing a song's hardly going to distract them for long.
True. You know what would be amazing? A concert. Just for the kids. Problem is, it's boring if it's just me playing. I need another bard. Maybe I'll find one in the city. Until then, the kids and I shall work on our masterpiece.
Good luck with that. And it's time to make our way to Act 3, where we've got 7 million different things that we could get up to. Oh yeah, we've got Barcus and friends out here as well. And we've got Tally. Let's just double check with her that there's nothing.
It's a grim task, picking provisions from the dead. But the way I hear it, the fighting's not done yet. You need to resupply.
Yeah, come out from behind the door, Tally, and we'll trade. Actually, maybe we won't.
Lady light away.
Yeah, we'll trade next time we run into Damon, perhaps. No. Bongle.
I owe you an apology.
Probably. I'm listening.
I saw you as a means to escape, nothing more. But when the sky lit up, when I followed it here, I knew you were behind it. I apologize for not seeing your true worth, and for being, quite frankly, rude in Last Light.
You were rude. I can be rude myself sometimes.
Gracious as well as impressive. A fine combination. And that's precisely why I want you by my side in Baldur's Gate. The Iron Hand gnomes are going to save the city. And you can be part of it.
I do like saving cities. Doing a job without information, though, is a surefire way to get caught, so spill it, Bongle.
The plan is what it's always been. To bring the work and innovations of the Iron Hand gnomes to every corner of the realm. Problem is, Baldur's Gate is sick. Once the pinnacle of greatness, it's eating itself alive to save itself from starving. Find me in the city. And once you see what it's become, you'll know that I, and I alone, can stop it.
Very well. Wulbren and no one else is going to save the world.
There you are. I was wondering where the devil you'd been.
Saving the day, Barcus. Was preoccupied defeating Ketheric Thorm.
Who? Oh, right. Well, forget about that, McGungus. We have more important things to worry about. Like Wulbren.
What about Wulbren?
Wulbren and the Iron Hand gnomes are planning something dreadful in the city. They have room powder, they have motive. We have to stop them.
Seems we'll have our hands full in Baldur's Gate.
With the sword of justice in one hand and the shield of self-righteousness in the other, we most certainly will. To saving the city. And my fool of a friend.
Hurrah! Now maybe we can make it out the door. Bunch of harpers. And fists. Working in harmony.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies.
I know, that's why I've just recruited Jaheira.
Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others.
I will seek more allies in the city.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
Outstanding. We will go and do all of this. Now, I might actually use Jaheira for like a minute or two in the city, mostly because I never have really before. Obviously, we're going to have to use Astarion for a minute as well, because we want to do Cazador's demise. But we'll worry about that sort of thing once we're there. But I'm thinking... I mean, everyone says, don't do new things in honor mode. That's how you die. But I'm thinking bringing in one character...
Baldur's Gate is up ahead. No turning back once we start down that road.
Bringing in one character is unlikely to cause us too much bother. And I've never really played as a Moon Druid, so I'm thinking Jaheira the Moon Druid could be fun.
The Shadow Curse will soon be forgotten. Thanks to us.
Yay. Now, it's time to change weapons as well. That's another thing I was thinking, is let's use maybe... Where is it? I was going to use the Skin Burster, but I don't seem to have it about my person right now. I'm sure we picked it up. Before we go on, let's pop back to camp. I want to double check if I've got the Skin Burster, because I've been told it's pretty cool. There it is. Maybe we'll tuck away some of these weapons as well, just in case we need them down the line. We're not going to need everything, but it'd be nice to have some backups around, just in case. Maybe we'll hold on to the Blood of Lathander just because it could be a good idea to have that handy in case we get jumped by undead at some point. But I've been informed that the Skin Burster basically makes the character using it pretty hard to kill. The Force Conduit that you gain reduces damage against you, and then every now and again it will just explode and kill people. So we'll give that a try in our upcoming fights. And then maybe we'll take Polearm Master. We can use our bonus action to get extra attacks off. Maybe we'll take Great Weapon Master. I'm not sure. We could potentially take both and leave our strength at 18. That might work. Now it's night time. Somebody wants to chat. Doesn't look like it's Jaheira. Might be Halsin if he's around about somewhere. Oh no, it's probably Aylin. Maybe she and Shaddy want to have a catch up. Yeah, Halsin and Thaniel are cool, so let's bob down and speak to Aylin.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to 2 others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed.
Go on then, let's have a peek.
Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere.
Not a wolf, but a man. An elf man, but still a man.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
I'll help.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed.
The spear. How do you have it? I threw it into the Shadowfell.
Shar is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shar calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shar torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
Now, did I switch back? Yes, I did switch back. Will's weapon. Outstanding. Quick chat with Shadi before bed.
These lands will soon be free of Shar's grasp. You can almost sense it. If I was a bard, I might be tempted to draw comparisons between nature and myself both shaking off Shar. But luckily for you, I'm no bard.
Maybe I should play her as a bard in a future playthrough just to see if that line dialogue changes. I'm going to suspect probably not.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shar denied to me.
You've been forced to live a lie. At least now the truth is starting to reveal itself.
Indeed. But The truth may yet prove painful. Who knows what Shah still keeps from me? We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to.
And what's that?
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Okie doke. You do you, babes.
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Good job, crew. It's another fun cutscene.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wyrm's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord. But there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the Prism Bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
My prodigal bloodkin is among them.
They live?
Barely. I made mince of their ugly mind matter. And if they dare return, I will strip out their offal.
The more I play this game, the more I like Gortash. Don't tell Kyle like that.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence. One sleep away.
We've literally just had one sleep. Now we're having a second sleep. I was thinking to myself, hang on, isn't it now when we get attacked by the Githyanki? And then I thought, no, it can't be because we're chatting to Aelin about Shadowheart's past. But no, it's just that we're having two camp sequences in a row. It's probably fine. We'll just go to bed, and then we will make a run for the portal. Oh no, someone wants to chat. Okay. Who wants to chat now? It's Astarion. Have you enjoying camp, my friend?
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. And we are no closer to knowing why that bastard is so obsessed with getting me back.
Have we even spoken much about Cazador? Have you even told us who Cazador is up to this point? Either way, we're going to kill him.
To tell you the truth, I don't know whether we can defeat Cazador. Not unless we can figure out more about what he's plotting. I think we should track down my fellow Spawn. I'm not exactly looking forward to a reunion, but perhaps they'll know something. If we can find them, we can force them to tell us what he's been doing since I was gone. And honestly, I imagine they'll be coming for me in the night if I don't.
Where would they be found, do you think?
Unless Cazador's changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk.
Okay. Doesn't sound too challenging.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the Chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the Chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison, and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. And what then? You are prone to impulses as uncontrollable as the gods themselves. Will you even have a say in what you do?
Hopefully.
Will you liberate the true souls from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes?
I will free everyone of this evil. I will be the hero that saves Baldur's Gate.
You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Hear me. Gather. The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join.
There's no need to fly and kick through the portal there. You could just step through it.
Under attack. Help me.
But now, it's time to escape. Do we all have to escape? I forget. I've done this not too long ago. And yet, here we are, forgetting whether or not we all have to escape. I feel like the answer is yes. Let's move on in. We can't get that far this turn, so we'll just do what we can to stab up this bugger who's in the way. That's good damage. Oh, don't push us back down there, you dick.
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
That's the plan, chick.
Think you can take me on?
Boff. Get wrecked. Now, we do have enough for a big bounce. Blam. Now we've gained, what, 4 lots of Force Conduit. Damage against us is reduced by 4 then, I guess. That's promising. Should get some temporary HP as well, just to be on the safe side. No, you're dashing. Oh, crap. Not sure why you're attacking when you're dashing, but that's fine. I guess. That high gish can get shot pretty good. Now, Will, you can't really do a lot to that high gish because they're a bit far away. You could shoot them with a bow, I suppose. No damage. Why no damage? Get frightened. I think some more are going to sneak through in a moment. Stop toppling us.
Come quickly! I can't do this without you.
Now, can we shove? Yes. Although, does that help us? Because now we've used our bonus action. I was going to shove and then jump, but we can't, so... I guess we can boom. And stab. And then we'll just have to take an opportunity attack, won't we? Yep. That's fine. Mo can finish that one off. Oh, another one's appeared. Yeah, we're running out of turns. This one's going to run in and try some nonsense. Generally fail. That's good. It's a gale. Hop. I've moved you in such a way that you can't actually get through the portal this turn. But maybe that's fine. Hop. Will can do some smashing. Wonderful. For Orpheus. Seems like an odd thing to cry when he's long dead.
More are coming. Hurry, or we will all become thralls.
Now. We can get in. Does that bring everyone? Oh, it does. Good.
That thing's about to blow.
More of the buggers. Lots of them. Again, I feel like just running in a straight line would have been more efficient than somersaulting and flipping. But they're definitely going for style points. Wonderful. So you're just attacking intellect devourers. We should probably get involved. Let's do a little hop. See if the rest of the crew want to hop across as well. Yeah, they do. Now, have you lot used up all of your abilities? Because that would be nice.
Friend of Gake, you will be cleansed.
Are we friend of Gake? I don't think we are. We do like a good scrap though. So if you're going to disparage us, we are going to throw down. But we can't do enough to knock you off anything, so that's fine. Now Mo. Definitely finish that one off. And then you can do good damage to that one, probably. Bonk. 7. Maybe we do end up with a different weapon that just does more damage than Skin Burster, but its ability to keep us alive.
It's not over. Hurry. I can't hold them back alone.
It's probably quite useful on old honor mode. Alright, come on, crew. Hopefully they all jumped across. Good job, Brain.
danger. The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me.
This is the battle you were fighting?
The Honor God. Eliminate them. My forces are weakened by their assault, but with your help, we can turn this around. Destroy the Guard. I will subdue their master.
Okay then.
Together, we can turn the tide.
But I want answers. And yeah, once again the rest of the crew is over here somewhere and not able to take part on the first turn. Which I think is a load of bull. Although Karlach at least can get a shot in. Well done, babe. And Mo can get in an opportunity attack. Now, what are you going to do? You're going to punch some brains. Bit harsh. They're only doing their best. And now they're nearly all dead. Mo, what are you going to do? Are you going to smack this one up some more? Nice. Damage is not terrible then. I suppose when raging the damage would be even higher. So maybe Skin Burster is our way forward. Now that's a big bounce from Gale. Where to? Over there? Why not? 60% chance to hit. But if any of them do hit, which they didn't, then we would have got some arcane accuracy. Yes, you stun them. Emperor. If that's your real name. Now. Big bounce from Will. His first turn could be limited though. Unless we have got that one in range. Good. Can we frighten it? Yes. The damage is of lesser importance than getting that frightened off. But we'll take a crit regardless. Let's cunningly dash. Because I don't want to get you into stabbing range of these friends. Don't you attack me, chum. Hit a car? That's a different attacker. Yeah, let's absorb some fire damage. They do like to throw it around. And there goes our last meat shield. Brains count as meat, I assume. Mo successfully boshes. And baps as well. Now Gale, do you want to actually connect this time? Oof. That's real damage. Well done. Stunning Gaze would have been nice. Or Domination would have been nice, I suppose. But alas. Oof. Tell you what, when Will crits, things stay critted. attack fails. That's sad. Boom Blade succeeds. And bees happen. Are you not going to deal with the Emperor? Are you going to come to us? Wretch. I don't mind using up spell slots on shields for these sorts of things. And then Mo. Should be able to call the weak here? No? Okay. That's fine. And now Gale's got a great chance of hitting things, probably, because of his arcane acuity. Yes. Emperor, do you want to stun this one? Or dominate it? Or anything at all? No? Okay. Will they? Boom. Yeah, Will definitely needs more hit chance. He's using his charisma to hit. He's still not succeeding very much. Boom. Now, what are you going to get up to? Gonna try and topple Will? Ha ha ha! I laugh at your feeble attempts to cause real damage to my crew. Get subdued, friend.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
By the living gods! No more visions, no more lies. I expect answers. Now!
Well said, Will. You're in the prism all this time. Why'd you deceive me?
It was necessary. Rare are those that would openly consider a partnership with a mind flayer. Even those who are on a path of becoming one. I was someone once. Someone just like you. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them. Rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield. The largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence. Though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while. Until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become.
So you say it was necessary to appear as something other than a Mind Flayer, because few would consider the possibility of working with a Mind Flayer. But you didn't give me that choice. You didn't give me the chance to say whether or not I wanted to work with a Mind Flayer. And I don't appreciate that. Now, the Githyanki in the sphere. Who is that?
Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my honor, Prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control.
Why don't we just get Orpheus to help us then instead of you? We don't need you. How did Gortash and the other Chosen find out about this astral prison?
A very good question. One that I have been unable to answer. That Orpheus lives at all is ruinous to Vlaakith. She has done everything in her power to keep his existence a secret. That Gortash and the Chosen found out about it. This is impossible to explain. But it was important enough to them that Gortash sent me to retrieve it. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prison was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You.
So you didn't try and talk to Orpheus then, you just went straight to subduing him. What happens if we free Orpheus?
That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense will be to kill him, and in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched Illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Illithid, a sworn enemy, just like me.
I don't know, we could still talk to him, probably. I'm no Illithid, and I never will be.
You are already more Illithid than you realize. It has improved you.
Okay, maybe we're a bit.
You seek to reverse an inevitable process. A process of evolution. When I first escaped from the Elder Brain, I too railed against the change. But the longer I have inhabited this form, the more it has grown on me. Even if my original body remained intact after I transformed, I would not return to it. Doing so would only impose limitations. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change.
I'm trying to avoid becoming a Mind Flayer. I thought you agreed to protect me.
I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent Illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you.
Helpful as that might be for honor mode, no way.
Even as you say the words, you feel a lurch of disappointment. Your mind bristles with Illithid potential. How could you be so cruel as to deny yourself what you want most in the world?
I felt that. It's your nature. You cannot fight it. So embrace it.
The only thing I want to embrace around here is Karlach.
It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
What is it?
A tadpole, nurtured by the psionic energy of the astral plane. Cocooned here for millennia, it has become extraordinary.
Can we probe it? Seems unlikely. No, we're too dumb for that.
The tadpole prickles with excitement, its thoughts rampant and chaotic in its rush to communicate with you. It is impossible to discern any single intention.
No, I won't do it. I don't want Mo to become all uggo. Oh, jeez, if 17's a failure. We might not have any choice in the Master. That's a failure.
You may resist now, but it's too late. You already embraced the powers the parasite gave you. You leveraged them to manipulate, to dominate, to survive. Your nature is no longer your own. You are well on your way to fulfilling your illithid potential. You are ready to evolve.
So is that roll harder because we've already used tadpole powers?
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite.
Well, that's true.
When your allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain and bring it under our control.
Okay, so we are now partial illithid. And we do still have the tadpole, I guess. Yeah, we do. So we could persuade the rest of the crew. I might just get a mod that turns off the ugliness of the partial illithid. And then persuading the whole crew would be fine, I guess. We've got access to the outer ring now. So, expertise in persuasion, deception and intimidation. That will help us persuade everyone else that this is a good idea. But let's head to the material plane at this point. Oh no, wait. Let's loot the Gith first, because one of them has something. I believe. Is it the prelate? Yeah. The wearer deals additional damage equal to their wisdom modifier with unarmed strikes. We'll hang on to that. Is the rest of the crew still hanging about? They are. Good.
By Balduran's bones, this is a lot to take in. Let's see if I've got this right. 1, we've been carrying a mind flayer around with us this whole time. 2, it's been appearing as someone else in our dreams, cajoling us to embrace our new illithid talents. 3, the mind flayer's been siphoning a Githyanki prisoner's powers to shield us from the Absolute's voice. Did I miss anything?
I mean, there's the Master of Duke Stelmane and the Knights of the Shield.
How could I forget? One of Baldur's Gate's most distinguished figures, a mind flayer's ally. Sensational tales, aren't they? Almost unbelievable. With a narrator so unreliable, how do we tell fact from fiction? I can't pretend I have the answer, but I know the Illithid's right about one thing. It holds our fates in its talons. Until the Absolute falls, there's no getting rid of it.
All very true. Now, how do you feel about these powers that the Emperor offers?
Yes, and at a great cost, partial ceremorphosis. I won't begrudge you your choice. As for me, though, I'm not ready. I might never be.
First of all, you're already a devil. Secondly, the Sword Coast future is at stake. We may need to pursue this power.
The coast is ever my priority. If you think we need this, very well. I will avail myself of the Astral Tadpole's powers.
Excellent. That's another one on Team Tadpole. Go on then, Will.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence caught you feel.
Perhaps once.
Okay, so Will's never used tadpoles before, and he gets all the middle stuff for free. And then you can buy a bunch of the outer stuff, like, for example, Coal the Week. This is good. But we've got a few more people to get on Team Tadpole. If we're going to mod out the appearance effects, we may as well give the whole team tadpoles if we can. Oops. Come on, Mo. You're the one I need for this job. You're more persuasive than most.
Whew. Quite the rug pull, eh? A mind flayer manipulating us this whole time. Such creatures are not to be trusted as a general rule, though this one does appear to have had a significant hand in our survival up to this point. At best, an ally whose motivations remain shrouded in deceit. We should be wary of what such an alliance may cost us.
That's very true, Gale. Now, would you like to eat this tadpole?
I can only imagine what I could do were I to adopt the biology of a mind flayer. It certainly doesn't seem to have done you any harm. Or rather, you've not yet done me any harm. Still, there are undoubtedly risks to such a transformation.
You'll wield this power well and with wisdom. There aren't many I'd trust with this. That's a lie. We're going to try and persuade everyone.
If this is what the fates have offered to aid our cause, then who am I to refuse? I'll take your tadpole. Let's see what it has to offer.
Wonderful. Now this dialogue seems to be the same for everyone.
Life pulses from within.
So we'll just skip the dialogues and move on to the rest of the crew. In fact, I may as well just do this between episodes. And then next time you see us, we'll probably have a mod installed, making us all handsome once again. And we'll be able to press on and deal with Act 3. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.